Hi everybody, this is Rhonda with Cory and Rhonda Real Estate in Keller Williams, and today I am here to give you a market update for May of 2021.
Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
So today I am here to give you a market update, and again, this is June of 2021. We have seen quite a year. Actually, ever since COVID happened, we've seen the market really go crazy. So we've seen just a difference. I'm telling buyers that I'm working with literally every month prices are going up, because if somebody in the neighborhood happens to sell for a certain amount and it goes way above appraisal or way above asking, obviously that's a new comp. And then when new houses go, they price based on that comp. So it's been going up very quickly. The one thing I really wanted to talk to you about today, and this is a little different than we normally do. So I pulled some numbers from the MLS just to back up what we've been telling our buyers. And what we've seen over the last few months, the last several months, is that the list price to sold price ends up being about a 10% difference. And by that, what I mean is if a house is priced, let's say at $400,000, by the time all the multiple offers are in and the dust settles, so to speak, and the sellers accept an offer, it very well could be at 10% above that listing price. So if your budget is $400,000, honestly, we don't want to look at $400,000 homes. We want to look at homes in the $350,000 range to give you room to compete, because you most likely will have to compete. So again, I pulled some numbers from our MLS just to back this up. And it's really interesting. In Davis County, last month, the average list price was $440,000, or actually I should say the median. The median list price is $440,000 and sold price is $484,000. That's almost exactly 10%. In Weber County, we were at $350,000 to $377,000. That's 108%. So again, really close to that 10% mark. And I talked about this last week, how some people are making up that difference, because if it doesn't appraise and you're under contract for that amount, depending how you wrote your contract, you may just pay the difference in cash, just understanding that the market hasn't quite caught up with those sold comps, but they will. Everything that I look at right now that's under contract, listed, we know that it's going to sell for more than that list price. And again, this is generally speaking. If something's been on the market for a little while, there's not very many of those, but if we see something that's maybe been listed for 60 or 70 days, there may be room there for some negotiation with the seller. But if it's a brand new listing, especially when we take a buyer in and there's people standing in line and we had to wait to get an appointment and they're really excited and they want to put in an offer and they say, hey, you know what, we're going to go full price, that's definitely not going to do it. And again, the reason we do these videos, we want you to be informed and we want you to understand what our market's doing, not to scare you off by any means, but just so that you're prepared and you know what you're getting into. And one other thing to talk about too, I've had a couple people ask me recently, actually as recently as this morning, is the market starting to cool off? Because they've seen some price reductions, which is really interesting. And I'll tell you, I don't feel a cool off by any means with our buyers or with our sellers. What I've seen though is sometimes an agent will price a home a little bit higher than they should, and you'll notice they'll drop the price within sometimes 3 or 4 days. They don't even let it go a whole week. It's just because I think they tried to price where maybe the bidding was going to go versus pricing it at comps and letting the bidding just naturally happen. So if you see a price reduction, it could be a lot of different reasons. You kind of have to look at the days on market and then try to understand what they were thinking when they did that, because really interesting. I've seen one, and this is very recent, where the buyers happened to back out of the deal. So they listed the home again and they reduced the price, and it ended up getting bid up to higher than they were under contract in the first place. So sometimes a price reduction really just incites more bidding than it used to do in the past. We would see a reduction and we would rush in there and try to get them to come down even more. So that's just something to keep in mind, just because we've seen some more houses on the market and we've seen some more reductions. The demand is still out there. There's still more buyers than sellers, so we really haven't seen a cool down yet. Okay, so as always, if you have any questions about the market, definitely feel free to reach out to us. People reach out to us all the time with questions. We're happy to answer those. You can reach out to us on our website, our numbers, email, whatever's easier for you. And we put out new videos every Friday. So if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you're notified every time we post a new video.